Everybody, Nina here, and today I'm talking about In the Afterlight. This is the third book in the Darkest Mind series by Alexandra Bracken. I have to say, this is my favorite in this series so far. All right, so this is book 3. New York Times best-selling author, soon to be a major motion picture. All right, I'm going to read the back. Ruby can't look back. Fractured by an unbearable loss, dun dun dun, she and the kids who survived the government's attack on Los Angeles travel north to regroup. Only Ruby can keep their highly dangerous prisoner in check. But with Clancy Gray, there's no guarantee you're fully in control, and everything comes at a price. Ooh. When the Children's League disbands, Ruby rises up as a leader and forms an unlikely alliance with Liam's brother, Cole, who has a volatile secret of his own. Yes, he does. There are still thousands of other PSI kids suffering in government rehabilitation camps all over the country. Freeing them, revealing the government's unspeakable abuses, is the process, is the mission Ruby has claimed since her own escape. All right, so that's all I'm going to give you. You can read the rest of the book on your own, but let's talk about In the Afterlight. All right, so it is no secret that I absolutely think that she is an amazing author. Bracken hits the nail on the head with this series. She has something completely unique and completely new, and it is awesome to read something that doesn't resemble anything I've read before. Again, the cover, beautiful, and I actually really like this cover. I can feel this cover as you're reading the book, especially the beginning of the book when you find out what happens in Los Angeles. So I love that. And the quote on the inside, again, super important to the story. And you're going to love it when you figure out who says this. So the quote is, "They don't burn, do they? Not like us." Okay, so this story basically melds the first two. You have your core set of characters, Ruby, Liam, Chubbs, and Zoo in that first book. Then we meet the whole new set of characters that Ruby encounters when she joins the Children's League that's book 2. And again, I'm not going to tell you what happens and how they all come together and how we, figure out what happens between the end of book 1 and the beginning of book 2, but we do in book 2. This one then takes place pretty close to right after book 2 has ended. And there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in here, and there's a whole bunch of drama and excitement and chaos, and she just does an excellent way of making you sit on the edge of your seat as if you are watching a movie when you are reading this book. Her descriptions are phenomenal. So definitely, if you have already read the first 2 books, you've got to check this one out. If you haven't read the first 2 books, definitely start at The Darkest Mind, start with book 1, but you got to get to this because this is my favorite so far of all the books. So, In the Afterlight by Alexandra Bracken, book 3 in the Darkest Mind series. Check this one out. Cover is, it's a beautiful book. Writing is phenomenal. The character development is awesome. But I will tell you that on page 417, yes, I'm going to be very specific. It is the first page of chapter 20. I had to take a deep breath because I knew in my gut that something bad was going to happen. Yeah, something bad, something real bad. It didn't happen right away. It didn't happen in chapter 20, if I recall. But I knew that was the moment in my gut. I knew something horrible was happening and I wanted to put the book down. I really wanted to just throw the book away because I didn't want it to happen. But I didn't. I kept reading. I plugged on. I finished the book that evening because I had to know what was about to happen. And yeah, so there you go. The only thing that I have not liked, and I will say this now because I have finished book 3. I'm on to book 4, Through the Dark, which is a series of novellas that go along with this show, with this series. But the only thing that out of this entire series, all 3 books, that I just was not 100% yay about was the last chapter of this book. And I understand why she did it. I understand why it had to wrap up the way that she wrapped it up. I was just not thrilled with the ending of this book, the way it wrapped up. But hey, that's okay. I thought the writing was phenomenal. And again, my favorite book in the series so far. All right, enjoy. And if you have read the other books, if you have read this book, comment below. Let me know what you thought. I'm always interested in your comments and in your thoughts. So let me know.